All right, man. It is Sunday, March the 23rd, and we are officially leaving our first non-Angie's List, non-Thumbtack, non-Air Tasker straight leave it to me assembly. Now, he was a repeat customer. He was somebody that did his TV stand from Angie's List, and then, we chopped it up, older brother, and he was like, how much you make off this? And he was like, I don't think I make the whole thing. And when I told him when I did this TV stand, he was like, man, what? They keep it like 3/4 of the money. I'm like, hey, for me, man, I'm just trying to expand and spread my business. So he had told me, I plan on getting some more stuff. When I get it, I'll call you. I'm gonna have you do it. I'm like, all right, cool. So he texted me, I believe it was last Saturday, so 8 days ago, when we was talking. And so he was like, I'll have it Saturday or whatever. And then like 2 days later, maybe on like Monday or Tuesday or something like that, he texted me. He was like, I forgot I'm getting it delivered on Saturday, but I got something to do, so I'll let you know when. And so I ain't gonna lie, in my head I'm like, man, he ain't gonna hit me. I'm thinking, again, imposter syndrome is always trying to creep in. And I was like, I don't know, just something about him saying that he was gonna hit me up instead of sticking to when he said. I thought he was gonna get somebody else to do it, and he said he could do it himself. He got a bunch of tools, so I'm not, I'm pretty sure he's handy. But he was like, man, I work hard all day, so I don't be trying to do this stuff. When I get home, I want to chill. So I was riding. I had to take a nice little trip yesterday or whatever out of the state, and he texted me and was like, yo, it came in. Can you do it? I'm like, man, I'll be there tomorrow. What time? He was like, whatever time work for you. So we said it, and it took me a little less than 4 hours or whatever. Again, I think like the second and third step, very early in, I only had one thing I had to undo and redo or whatever, and it only added like 15 minutes. So these jobs just take time, and I don't feel bad. I'm like, again, versus, and that's what I like. It wasn't, Angie's List or somewhere else where the time was set. It's, I'll get it done. And, he be in there, he was chilling, doing this thing, watching TV, relaxing, and I'm putting everything together. So, everything was smooth, man. Like, no issues at all. Like I say, except that one part where I put like a piece of the base on backwards or whatever. But I didn't even make it past that step before I realized, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Versus with other jobs, I'll get like into the job, like in it. And then it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And we got to undo 4 or 5 steps and take some stuff off, and then add at minimum 30 to 45 minutes, if not an hour, to the job. It wasn't that. It was like, this literally only adds like 10 minutes flipping this thing around. So this was one of the smoothest jobs I've had, with it not being, like I say, I think desk are typically going to be the simplest or whatever. Desk are, boom, quick, fast, and you up out of there. But TV stands and dressers is just so much, and putting on the little rails to make the dresser, the drawers, making them be able to roll in and out or whatever and catch. Those take time. It's just gonna take time. Like with that, if I like having an assistant or something, like if I had one of my boys with me, my sons, then hey, screw this in. You see this? Like it shows the holes. All I need you to do, screw these in. If I could get them to do the drawers, that would shave 30, 45 minutes, if not an hour. Because this one, most of them, I did one a few days ago. Friday, I think. Thursday or Friday. Let's say Friday. I think it was Friday. And it was 6 drawers. This was the first. This one had 9. So that's 9 of those that I got to go through. Put the, front piece, back piece, and the sides together. Boom. You got to do that. Then put the bottoms together. Then you got to put the handles on there. So, like I said, not complaining. That's just dressers. That's what it come with, putting the drawers on or whatever. But like I said, if I had one of them with me and could, hey, look, I'm going to go ahead, because you can do that separate. Like, while I'm working on the frame and putting everything else together, boom, hey, I know we're going to have to do X, Y, Z with these drawers. Go ahead and get started on this now. So that way, if it takes you an hour doing it, that's fine, because by the time I get to it, they'll be ready, and we can slide them in and slide out. You know what I mean? So, smooth job, man. And like I said, this one feel even better than the other ones, because, like, again, one, like I said, almost everybody I've done a job for has said, let me get your number, but he the first one to actually, forget the app. Like, you my guy. Like, come back through when you got time. Come knock it out. And so, definitely, made more money than I normally do. booking it through Angie's List and them getting there. This all me, baby. This all me. So, like I said, saved him a couple bucks, and he was more than happy to pay me or whatever, and I got what I got, and I got more than I normally get, so not a bad way to start a Sunday morning, you know what I mean? Like, it's dope, man. And, of course, as I get faster, then, you could book, because it was like, there was another job that was available in this area today, and I was like, I don't know, because these jobs usually take longer. Again, I didn't give him a specific time. I was like, I'll let you know I'm on the way. He was fine with that. But I did want to get here early and knock it out or whatever, and it was like, all right, well, I can go. No. Let's not mess up, this is building a relationship outside, you know what I mean? Like your first call back. You can't risk that and be showing up super late, like, oh man, it's 4 o'clock and I said I was gonna come. I didn't say a specific time, but I said when I wake up. I'm waking up at no 4 o'clock, man. Like, no, that's something happened if that's the case. So it feel good, man. Like, this business moving and shaking and it's bringing in some bucks. So, learning how to price everything or whatever, and, getting it official under my name. So again, I don't know what this week gonna hold, but if all goes as planned and I can get everything situated, like I say, by next week we'll have our cards. I can slap the magnets on the side of the door, and I could just, tape or plaster a card on the back of the headrest. Well, like I said, I'm gonna get the magnets. I think because the magnets will be bigger, I'll put the magnets on the back of the headrest or whatever. So, we get all that up and going, and then, like I said, we out lifting and Ubering and doing our thing. And hey, oh no, that's me. You got yeah, I got my own business. You order furniture, let me know what it is. Especially if they already ordered it and get it there, and got the manual order instructions. Just let me see the tools that are necessary. And so, like I say, man, if they could do that, then I could, know for sure and make sure I bring the right tools. So, hey, man, leave it to me assembly. What you think, old lady? Your baby boy down here doing it. I ain't talking about that action. Just checking in, man. Like I say, this one is different than the other ones because this was all me. Like, I got this one legit off my work and my name. Again, like Angie's List is like, they don't know. They haven't, experienced my work or whatever. And I don't know. Like, I can't see it from a customer interface, if they can see, because I always post pictures or whatever, the work that I do. But I don't know, what they can see. Nah, this man was sitting there watching his TV in his loft. He got a nice size loft, so it's a big loft. Big room, too. Very nice house. I like that house. But he's sitting, in his loft watching his TV that he got on top of the TV stand that I put together. So he know, like, nah, this boy do his thing and he does it right. Like, you give him the time, he gonna knock it out. So, like I say, to come in and, all right, now I was nervous, I ain't gonna lie, because when we got started, the dang on, I went through the whole box and I didn't see the instructions. So I'm like, now I feel I'm a very intelligent person, but I ain't at that level yet where I can just, okay, this go, because it's like, you can have, like, there were certain screws and screws or whatever that were, it's like less than 1/4 of an inch of a difference, and if you iron it, you can't tell which is which. So I could have went and put the bigger ones where the smaller ones go, or vice versa, and let's say it still fit, but then I get to the end and I need the bigger ones and I ain't got nothing but the smaller ones. Again, you're talking doubling the job. If let's say I'm 3/4 of the way through, now I have to go back, undo this, or the only alternative, hey, I got to run to Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever, which, of course, that's the thing, too. Definitely planning on loading up on, like, basic stuff like that, different sizes of screws and nails. So, like, I'd rather do that. Let's say we get to the end of a job, and oh, my God, I used the wrong ones, or I ran out, or something, whatever it is. I got my own. I'm not going nowhere. Here you go. I'm not finna add an hour to this job with me running to a store to grab a pack of freaking screws. Like, that's tools that I need, materials that I need to have. So, again, man, it feel good just learning, as I go. And we're getting more and more of these. And like I said, man, it feel good to make some money under your own name and to seeing it. I'm excited every time I finish one of these jobs. Like, take my pictures and everything, and the customer satisfied. Yeah, everything look good. His only complaint, nothing on me. It definitely looked bigger on the website than it was. So, again, that ain't got nothing to do with me. He was like, a little bigger. I was like, yeah, even in the picture he sent me. I agree. But, again, he was happy. More than happy to pay. And we on to the next part of the day, man. All right, my boy. Have a good one. Until tomorrow, we got a job in the morning. Get ready.